Russ here from Prodigy Performance. I just want to make a quick video, show you guys our new dyno facility. Been here a few months. We're pretty proud of it. Just want to run through, show you a few things, what we're doing here in-house. I get a lot of questions on how do you do this, how do you do that. We're going to make some more videos and show you more along those lines. But here today we got our Prodigy Jeep. This guy's been a workhorse here, set all the records, quickest and the fastest, world records horsepower, world records some torque, thanks to our turbocharger system. But take a look, this Jeep is 2012. It's got 33-inch tires, 410 gears, and we got it on our Dyno Dynamics, Dyno Tech, dual roller dyno. The dyno's good, 1200 to 1500 horsepower. It's a pretty awesome dyno, and it's set up where we strap over the axle. Let's see if I can get you there to see that. Straps over the axle, so that actually the more power the vehicle makes, it's going to try to rise up, and the system will actually pull it down harder the more power it makes. So really an awesome device by Dyno Dynamics. So let's run through over here. Here's the fan we use. We use a real Patterson fan. And this thing's like a hurricane. Basically, we're supposed to simulate really how the vehicle's going down the road. So we want massive airflow across the front end for the engine, for the catalytic converter, for the exhaust, for the intercooler, all that. So from inside the vehicle, I control remote control. And we can turn it on, turn it off. Yes, our standard stage 2 kit, running right at 9 psi. One thing you may see different here, this is our new catch cam. We'll be having a nice video and a product release for this very soon. The 3.6 here is very dirty, ingests a lot of crankcase oil back into the intake system. We want to keep that out to fight out detonation. We use a big screen so we can make cool videos like this. Yeah, it's all done through the laptop computer, which I control remotely inside. So if we look at the screen here, here's the Jeep. Here's a couple passes I made, and we're going to make another one together here in a minute. See how it's set up. This side over here is horsepower. This side's set up here in torque. There's RPM along the bottom. How these dynos work, there's actually an RPM window with a start and stop. So we're going to start at 2300 RPMs. We're going to end the run at 6000 RPMs. As soon as we come into 2300 RPMs, it's going to stabilize the vehicle for 0.6 of a second. The ramp rate, or the time it takes to run through the RPM spectrum there, is going to be 500 RPMs per second. Dyno Dynamics, Mustang dynamometers, there's a handful of them. They typically show less horsepower than a dyno jet, so that makes it a little more difficult. If you're really trying to display an all-out super power number, just compare numbers and nothing else matters. This one will show a little bit less, but it's very accurate, great for tuning, and that's really what we're here to do. We already know we got all the records. We can put it on this dyno, that dyno, and just repeat it. We really just can't be stopped with a turbocharger system. We got big things in the pipe. We got Challenger turbo kits coming out. We got big built motors we're going to be putting forward on our 3.6 liter, a new version of the JK. We got a white one. It's amazing. Wait till I show you that. But anyway, let's go for a ride and then let's go inside. Okay, so we just hopped in the vehicle. I typically just set my laptop on top here. Use the factory software some here. I use a variation of Diablo Sports Shipmaster Revolution, which is the premier tuning platform for all of the Dodge lineup, and has been forever. Their claim is that we own Dodge, and we utilize that a lot. Real happy with the guys there. Great product. I use Diablo Sport i2. I do use HP tuners. HP tuners I usually use for setting the transmission shift points, because the automatics on these vehicles are very hard to dyno because they want to downshift or they want to upshift. So we utilize some of the HP tuners to change the shift points of where they'll downshift and they'll upshift, because we want to keep it in that same gear from the beginning of the pull to the end of the pull. The good news there is Diablo Sport's getting ready to release, I think over the next few weeks, some support for that, so we'll have it all in one package, which will be great because we can provide to our customers some transmission tuning, which we'll implement into our turbo systems. I control the dyno wirelessly with this keyboard here. We always go through the process, going in here, tune vehicle, then we go to quick adjusts, and we turn the traction control off every time we do that. Other than that, we can just set our window and repeat it over and over again, make adjustments, data log, look through the information, and go forward. So let's do it right now. How about that? All right, let's do it. Let's make a pull. Let's take a look. Okay, so that last pull was a red one. So you can see it's pretty repeatable over and over and over. You can do it. And the part I like to emphasize the most is, you could dissect these numbers. You can look at every little point. You can do all kinds of things. But I think people often lose sight that a dyno is a tuning device. So we use it to hold the vehicle stationary, we measure what it does, retrieve data logs, make other adjustments to the tune, and then we can measure them against the adjustments, what the measurements were prior to our adjustments. And we repeat this process. So it's more than just, wow, it makes, what's it making here? Let's call it the power side this way and the torque's on this side. So any ones with the dotted lines are going to be the torque, and this is the horsepower, is this one here. Okay, so oh look, it makes 300 and I got the cursors on here. So that's a 388 wheel horsepower there, and let's see what the torque was. 346 or so foot-pounds of torque. Wow, those are great numbers. It's not about how it drives. The numbers are great, but how it drives, how the power is delivered, and this is a great tool. They did a great job. Dyno Dynamics, we're proud to have purchased their equipment. But that's what we do. We got a new tune revision coming out shortly, hopefully next 30 days, which is our version 3. And that's not to say, hey, our other tune wasn't good, or it's just the evolution. It's the more you're saturated in this, the more time you spend doing this, the developments, not only in horsepower and torque, because this really isn't max horsepower and torque different than when we released this kit years ago. This will be about power delivery. This is about drivability. There's other things that take place besides just peak numbers. Either way, my name's Wes, Prodigy Performance. Stay tuned for some other videos. If you like this one, make sure you hit subscribe. This is what we do. Thanks for watching.